Hey, just a little morning get up music, man.
Got the funky theme music going on.
Man. Next time I'm gonna have to get a little booster on.
Okay. I see we drinking coffee in the morning.
Hey man. Hey, check it out. Hey man, your boy went through it over the last few weeks, man, to get this podcast studio up. So hopefully, man, we'll have this thing going. Hopefully it'll be smooth and no issues this morning, man. But hey, my brother, good morning to you, man. Top of the morning. How you feeling?
Every day is a good day.
That's what's up.
Glad,
Hey man.
glad to be alive.
All right. Hey, man, I want to welcome everybody to the official Iron Elite podcast, man. It's been a long time coming. Been working on trying to get this thing together. People have been asking me forever, Sarge, when you going to be able to do this thing, man, that we can come on and we can really talk about motorcycle. We can take this thing to the next game. So hopefully this is where we're at. This is what we're doing, man. And no better guy to have on with me this morning, man, than a true ground pounder for real, man. Oh, by the way, you're not the reigning slow road champion, are you?
No.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay.
the man of God beat me.
Oh, that's right, that's right. And that
You can't.
because you
You can lie on a lot of things. There's a few things you don't lie
you get
on.
loud. Don't lie on that slow road, baby. So hey man, on deck we got this morning's Kodak the ground pounder, man. My guy, man, a guy that I've come to for a lot of wisdom, a guy that I've come to for a lot of advice over the years, man, a guy that I've grown really, really close. And I have no problem affectionately calling this guy my brother because he truly is my brother from another mother, man. So what's up, Kodak? How you feeling this morning, bro? How's everything? Talk to us.
Hey, I'm here to talk about maintenance today,
Oh,
and
maintenance.
stay tuned because I heard tell we got a special announcement.
Oh, that's what's up. Hey, man, but I'm gonna say this. Let's go. We'll go ahead and go get on into it, man. So let me say this, man. I was told every once in a while, some of this maintenance stuff is a little overrated, man. It's a little
Mm.
too much. So we're gonna try to figure this out today, man. If preventive maintenance is really what it's truly meant up to be, and if maintenance itself is it, can you get around it every once in a while, man? So we're gonna kick this thing off, man. So let's talk about this. Let me set the scenario up. All right. Man, I'm getting ready to take a yonder trip. Let's say I'm getting ready to go, in this case, I'm getting ready to go 1,100 miles out, 1,100 miles in. So for me, that's around the ride to eat area. This week around the ride to eat area. Set it up for me, man. What should I do? Now, I'm dusting the motorcycle off. She's sitting in the garage. I ain't rode her since Christ was a child. And I'm trying to figure out, how do I get my motorcycle ready for a yonder trip of 2,200 miles? What would be some of the first things, man, we would think about?
So this is me. It's different levels to this stuff. Um, if you're just now getting ready to get on your bike and perform maintenance, you may already be too late
Hmm.
because in the lifestyle we live, maintenance is ongoing. It's a cycle. While you're on the bike, you can hear things and you can feel things that are different. So it's been many a times I'm on the bike and I call my guy and I say, "Hey, I feel a vibration," or "Hey, I hear a crazy sound. It don't sound familiar." Or like right now, I've been riding my bike recently and I noticed that the friction zone is off on my
Hmm.
clutch.
Hmm.
So these are things that I noticed now before the trip.
Right.
So instead of just thinking about them, you got to take action on them. That's preventive maintenance.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So something I do, man, is, and it's something I really hate to do. I hate to wash and detail bikes, but
Mm,
I think that's the first thing that you should do before taking out the gate. Is a few weeks or a couple weeks or a few days before, wash the bike. It's not only just to wash it; it's to inspect it, pulling and tugging and checking bolts, looking at wires, looking at the tires, looking at the rims. You can find out a lot of things going on with your bike by just washing it once in a while, man. What you think?
um, how about washing on a regular basis? I know some of us got a lot of money. We can pay somebody else to detail the bike. I
Hey,
got
man, that's what Harley
it.
for.
I got it.
Right, right.
Um, as soon as you get home, start washing that bike. That's when you notice what's wrong. Like you say, what's not right.
Mhm.
Wash it on a regular basis so you know what it feels. So you know what right feels like.
Right,
Because if I touch your bike, the number one give point is the shifter shifter linkage.
right.
I touch my shifter linkage, it feels different from yours. We may not have the same year bike. If you have, but not if you got a 103 versus the M8 engine, it's not gonna feel the same.
Mhm.
So no shifter linkage is ever broke without giving signs of wear and tear. You got to recognize the signs of wear and tear.
So
It takes a take
what's the signs of a shifter linkage going bad? A lot of play
washing the
between
bike and
shifting
feeling it
gears?
shaking.
Oh,
Listen
just
to
rattle,
this. Yeah, listen to this. Start the bike and listen to it warm up.
really?
You hear different vibrations at different phases of the warm up period.
Uh-huh.
So if you touch that thing with your hand, you can move it forward and backward or in and out.
Mhm.
Slide that sleeve in there on the
Mhm.
M8 engine, your tailwind is bad.
Mhm.
I don't have size 15 shoes, so I'm not gonna stump on that anyway.
For sure.
But majority of the ones that break,
Mhm.
those guys just
Pop it on
stumping through the gears.
either that or using those. I got a heel toe shifter on mine, but I actually don't use it. I just
Mm,
don't use it because seem like for some reason I guess the play. I think Harley has a um what's the word I'm trying to use? They have a I guess it's adjustment. It's a certain amount in the adjustment on it, and I've actually had it adjusted before, but because of
pre-play.
that, yeah, because of that, I don't know if it's an inch or quarter inch or whatever the case is, but because of that, I don't even bother
Mm,
because
I got
I
you.
noticed that from using the heel toe shifter, you put a lot more wear and tear
Yeah,
on the shifter linkage. Just in my
I,
opinion, you do. You know,
I can see that.
I got a size 11 and a half, 12 boot, and that's a heavy boot going up and
It
down
is.
on that heel toe shifter. So I typically don't.
I got
Let
you.
me
I got you.
what let me ask you this. So shifter linkage, we know it's a small problem, it's a small fix. What about 120 bucks for a new one?
So
I'm
here's
talking
the
about shifter
thing.
rod. I'm talking about shifter rod, right?
In my saddlebag, I travel with all three components:
Oh, okay. Okay. Zip ties.
the linkage,
Okay.
the arm,
Hmm.
and then the part that goes that the linkage connects to, the spline, the
Hmm.
linkage, the arm, and the
Hmm.
spline. I travel with those at all times. So if we ride in formation and
Hmm.
somebody else's break, I'm gonna slide a mine and they just reimburse me. We're gonna keep
Okay.
it moving.
Okay.
If the zip ties can't fix it, we're gonna keep it going.
Check. So pretty simple fix, something that can be done in a few minutes on the side of the highway
If you have the tools.
if you got
If
the
you
tool.
got your Harley specific, or I'm sorry, bike specific
Hmm.
toolkit with you. That's not the end all be all, That's the base model, and then you start adding twos to that you
Okay.
know that you're gonna need when you get on the road.
Okay. Let's talk about some guys say, man, three-hole punch. It ain't
Say it
necessary.
again.
Some guys say the three-hole punch. It ain't necessary on every oil change. Some guys say, man, do it every oil change. What's your take on that?
It depends on what bike I'm on. I got a
Okay.
bike with 193,000 miles. I'm gonna change it more frequently than everybody else.
Right.
It depends on what time of year it is. It depends on the trip that I'm going on or just came from. It's cooler up north in Maine than it is down in Southern California, down in Texas. So I can stretch it in Maine, but that unforgiving heat on
Mhm.
I-10,
Mhm.
you 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 got to keep up with that oil.
Hey, that unforgiving heat on I-10, by the way, you're gonna be burning oil. You're gonna be
You're
burning
gonna
oil.
burn. You're gonna burn
Yeah,
off.
yeah, you're gonna be burning oil. If you don't, you were lucky because more times than not, you're gonna be burning oil, especially when you get in the stretch of a heated day, you know,
Oh yeah.
out in the desert. So yeah, I gotta give you that one. In my opinion, I always go with the situation of mitigating any possibilities of things going wrong. The engine is very, very expensive for those who don't know. So if it costs me a few dollars just to have peace of mind, I'm going to do it. Me, every 5,000 miles, I'm changing all the engine, all the fluids, primary engine. I'm changing it all and being through with it. What's your take on that? You suggest that, or you just say deal with
I
it based
highly
off the
recommend it.
knowledge and the you highly
And
recommend it.
and it goes back to the different levels of this game.
Hmm.
If you only parking lot pimping, you can wait till 5, 6,000 miles.
Hmm.
If you stand around Fayetteville, stand in that loop around Jacksonville, Florida, you're good.
Oh,
But if you're
trust me,
trying to,
it's a lot of them on this loop in Jacksonville, Florida. So they don't need all that. Yeah.
if you're trying to get it in,
Right.
going west,
Right.
you need to change it all on a regular. And if you're riding on a regular, you got to keep that oil changed on a regular.
For sure. For sure. So, okay, we know our fluids got to get changed. We know we need to be checking shifter linkage. And this, I'm gonna consider all this as preventive maintenance. Is that fair?
True, true, true.
Okay. So now as I'm looking around, brakes. How do I check brakes? We know we check brake fluid, but how do we check brakes to make sure our brakes are responding and acting correctly?
So since we talking about preventive maintenance,
Hmm.
my guy that I deal with down here, shout out to Mark Norton, Backwood Customs.
Hmm.
We have a relationship. He been dealing with me since 2015. He knows how I ride. He knows how my wife rides. He
Hmm.
handles all my bikes. This is the formula for me.
Hmm.
Whenever I get a new tire, I get new brakes. I get new brake pads.
Oh, okay.
When that tire comes off, that's 10 to 15,000 miles. Might as well take the brakes off and put new brakes on there. That's preventive maintenance.
Hmm.
Those brakes at that time, I get free labor.
Hmm.
If I'm on the road and my brakes go bad, they're gonna charge me $100 labor just to take that 10 millimeter star wrench and pull that out, slide new brake pads in there.
I got you.
But
I
if the
got you.
tire's already off the
Oh,
bike,
yeah. There's nothing additional stuff that has to go with that.
th- there's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, when we talk about putting your trust into your maintenance guy,
Hmm.
whoever he is,
Hmm.
I got some friends that call me. I can say my bros. I got
Hmm.
some friends that call me and say, I need somebody cheap to do my bike. I say, don't call my guy. Because you know my number one rule, my number one saying, you can't nickel and dime the bar and shield.
True.
Say it again. You can't nickel and dime the bar and shield, especially if you ground pound it. You might get away with it at Van Black tour pack with the raggedy ass loose rat if you just go on a bike night.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that, man. Guys, matter of fact, shout out to my brothers, man, on the West Coast, man. Those those guys, man, it's a different type of hood out there, man. Those guys will go buy the $200 tour packs, and they'll buy two of them, maybe three. And I'm like, bro, those tour packs, what are you doing? Those things are cheap. He's like, bro, I don't mind. I don't spend $200 for it. So if I break one, I got an extra one. I said, well, why don't you just buy the Harley tour pack? Nah, that tour pack too expensive, bro. So I've seen them guys, man. I don't get it, but some of them they neighborhood famous, So for them, it's not that big of a deal, man. It's not that big of a
Mm,
deal. That's just
that's
me.
that's I've seen two of them in formation break,
Mm,
and both of those that break had a spouse that could have been on that bike.
wow.
Um, that removable tour pack mount
Hmm.
is garbage. It's a time bomb, ticking time bomb.
Hmm.
If you go on eBay and type in OEM Harley Davidson tour pack mount, they got them on sale from $40 to $90.
That's crazy.
I got them on all my bikes, and it's just peace of mind.
Yeah.
They come factory on the ultras, the limiteds. Those are the ones that you want to get if you ground pound it.
Yeah.
Because this podcast ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
It's just for the cats that's ground pounded.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna cost you a little bit more,
If you
but it's
parking lot
sturdy.
pimping, you parking lot pimping, you gonna get you one from Amazon for $30. Don't worry about it. Everything is all good. Don't even trip. Don't even trip,
We ain't
man.
got to
Ride
worry
your
about
ride, but ride your ride. We ain't here to
it. Right.
criticize. You just do your thing. Yeah, you just do your thing. So
Right.
so we're going through again. So man, matter of fact, I think that's very good. That's very cool with the brake pads. Every tire. I like that. I like that. So
Oh,
obviously,
one more thing with that.
okay.
If, for example, if you own the road and you get a tire blowout, you can tack on $200-300 more on the side of the road. That's even if you AAA come pick you up. That tire that you thought was gonna make it to California and it didn't, you bought two tires for the price of one.
Oh, for sure. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take this for all my I-10ers, for all my guys who are going coast to coast. Man, just gonna put a brand new set of tires on your bike. I don't. Okay, you might have 3, 4, 5,000 miles on that tire, but man, I'm telling you, by the time you go through the raggedy roads of several states, whether it's Louisiana, whether it's some foolishness in Beaumont, Texas, or whatever, man, you're gonna grind those tires up so fast, and it's not gonna be worth the gamble, or it's not gonna be worth trying to put a brand new tire on the road because it's gonna cost you a boatload of money. It is. So
Money and
if
time.
yeah, so if you're going coast to coast, man, just snatch the tires off, man. Put brand new tires on. It's worth the peace of mind. You don't have to worry about it for the rest of your trip, and you're straight.
So here's something I learned with that.
Hmm.
Not just a tire, put the right tire on
The
the wheel.
right tire. The right tire. Yeah.
If
Don't be
you're
put.
not riding, and I'm not sponsored by
Hmm.
what's that iron what American Elite.
Yeah.
If you don't have American Elite on your bike, I don't know. You can't nickel and dime that. I just had
But now, what's
a
American
commander,
Elite? What's American Elite?
Dunlap,
Oh,
American
okay.
Elite.
Okay. Okay.
So for those that know and don't know, Dunlap make bikes. They make bike tires for Harley Davidson. They stamp them with the Barnes Shield.
Mm-hmm.
They're not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They also make that same tire without the Barnes Steel stamp in it. And it's called American Elite. I bet my life on it.
Wow.
That's me.
Yeah.
I only got 193,000 miles. So in that 93,000 miles, I've been through a couple of sets of tires. Um, Michelin got a Commander 3. It's more rounded at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It takes curves better. And I think I got a little bit more miles out of it. I can go if I can't get an American Elite, I take that Commander 3.
Okay. Okay.
If if somebody try to get me a Shinko,
I
I'm
started to
gonna
make a
save
joke
about
on
two
that,
hundred
man.
bucks.
Hey, hey, I just started to make a joke on it. Unless you trying to get sideways and rolling burnouts and stuff in your neighborhood, man, leave them shinkos alone.
And
Hey, man.
and so here's the thing. For my look good bros, they got the fancy paint job, the 26-inch wheel, and the air ride, and the back saddlebag that's 7 inches back
Yeah,
with the big old speakers in it.
for sure.
You can only get a Shinko in like 23, 26, especially if you want the white wall on it.
Hmm.
But when we see it at bike night, we say, no, it's cute.
Yeah, hey, yeah, we already know. Hey, man, we already know what the deal is, man. We again, we ain't here to criticize. We just saying without saying. You
That's
already just
cute.
gotta know, man. It's cute. It's cute,
But
man. Yeah,
but you're not going to, if I ever see you in Jacksonville interviewing somebody and you show they bike and they got a 26 rim and they got that big ass back tire on there,
yeah.
I'm going to say, sorry, cancel the broadcast.
Well, hey, man, I've seen. I'm telling you, who was that? My guy, my guy Shady out of Mississippi. I can't remember what club
Hmm.
Shady rides with. Shady. Shout out to Shady, man. Them guys was funny as hell when they came through. Them boys bad. He came. He had a customized. Uh, uh, was it an ultra? No, was it customized street glide?
Hmm.
And he had the 30 on it on the
Mm.
front. Shady rode that thing, man, from Mississippi, I think from Jackson to Jacksonville to Cali and back to Jackson. Man, when I saw the tire, I looked, I said, right.
Mm.
Oh, we gotta talk about this. You go, hey, he say, Sarge, I'm finna do it, Sarge. I said, well, goddamn. But bro, he did it. I would have never took a chance on it because
Mm.
we know 50, 11 things could happen wrong on that
Mm.
highway and just jack the
Mm.
whole trip up. But my man, he wrote it like a true soldier, man. I said,
Mm.
for everybody else out there, now for Shady, he can do that. For everybody
Yeah.
else out there, don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Hey, put it like this. In our lifetime, we might know one person to win the lottery.
For sure.
That was Shady.
Yeah, that's Shady.
Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody that scratches
yeah,
don't
yeah.
win.
Yeah, Shady won the wheel entire lotto. He won the wheel because bruh, and only thing I could do is and here it is when we interview everybody come through, man. It's your get out. So I'm not here to tell you what you're doing wrong. I'm not here to tell you what to do right, unless you ask me specifically a particular question. Then I give you my opinion because your ride is your ride. You're responsible for your ride. So sometimes we'll see some things and I'm like, and it's getting so. The wife is getting so good at it now because she's seen, some 170 bikers. She's starting to find out, kind of pick this stuff. She'll go, "You think that's a good idea for them to do that?" Nope. I said, but wife, it's their ride. No, the social experiment really is social. You teach them
Mm,
what you do. Now you can teach us how what works, or you can also teach us what didn't work.
right.
So we good
Like I
on either
say, you're
one.
gonna learn. You're gonna learn today.
Yes, sir. We're gonna learn either way. So
Mm.
so okay, so we're gonna move along. So we're gonna move on.
Oh,
Hey, what
one more, one more,
okay,
one
go for
more.
it. Go for it.
This is experience speaking.
Okay.
My experience has taught me on Becky. I
And
was
Becky
getting the last tire put
Is
on.
hold on, is Becky at the Chevy Glide, is it?
That's the Chevy Glide.
Oh, that's Chevy Glide. Okay, Becky.
Yeah,
Okay.
Becky is the Chevy Glide. The new one is named Karen.
Karen.
So yeah, Karen.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
first one was named Marsha,
Okay.
Becky, and then Karen.
Okay, gotcha.
And here's the thing: if I call my guy and I say I need to be Becky in, he knows. We know who it is.
Right.
So the last time Becky was getting a tire, my guy said, "Hey, come here. I got something to show you." He touched the teeth on the belt. Every third one was bent over.
Really?
He said, "You about to need a belt." Now, I was only going to Atlanta, and in my mind, I'm thinking I could probably get to Atlanta and come back. But since your man already won the lottery, I'm being lucky,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm riding with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing you don't want to do is break down with your wife. Now,
Below
if you
average.
break down the side of the road with your bros,
That's one
y'all
thing.
go ha ha he he,
Yeah. But
talk shit,
breaking down with the
make a
wife.
good story about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But if you break down with your wife,
That's below
oh
average for
God.
me. Yeah, that's a violation, bro. It's done. It just ramps up the you just feel super defeated. You feel damn. I just failed my wife. We sitting out here like,
Oh,
yeah, we sitting
you
there
you
looking
never
like,
get over
yeah,
that.
yeah, you just can't, man. And God help you if it's hot or raining or dark. Oh my
Oh,
God. Yeah, yeah.
you
So
never break down when it's convenient.
yeah,
Just like skunk
excuse
on
me.
the ground say,
If
you
you
you ain't on the ground
if you
unless
afraid to
you're
break down,
afraid
to
to
break down.
break down.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. Breaking down to me is it's just part of it. But man, it's just like a gut punch in me. I'm like, damn it.
Mm,
And even if it's not your fault, ain't nothing you could,
mm,
you still feel like, damn it, how come I didn't catch that? Or damn it, I didn't know. Because you're not gonna catch everything. You know, and what we're talking about today is we're just throwing out some pointers, some
Preventive.
things to look at to everybody, and we're not gonna catch everything, man. But we're trying the purpose of this podcast and this interview today is to get you thinking. Let's get you thinking. To mitigate as many issues as humanly possible. Can you do everything? No. But can you do most to assure the best possibility for a successful outcome to get to where you're going safe and get back home ultimately to your family safe?
That's the key.
Yes,
It's
sir.
life saving.
Yes,
It's,
sir.
it's life saving.
Hey, so what
Definitely
else?
life saving.
So what else do we have on the preventive maintenance side?
Um, believe it or not, shocks, front and rear.
Okay. Okay.
That goes back to washing your bike on a regular basis. I was getting ready to go to Canada, me and the wife,
Hmm.
and I seen what I thought was my shock leaking, front shock on my wife's bike. And I'm thinking, well, she don't ride that hard. She don't ride that fast. She ain't gonna take no corners, scraping the floorboard.
Hmm.
I'm thinking, surely we can get to Canada and back. I sent the picture to my guy. He responded back, don't take the bike on the ride. I was like,
Wow.
dang. Matter of fact, I even asked him. I said, can I make an appointment to get these shocks fixed when I come back? He said, don't take the bike on the ride. Because he knew it was Rita's bike.
Yeah.
He said, don't do it. And I didn't think about it. That shock oil could go on your brake pad. Squeeze the front brakes. no brakes.
Yikes.
And I never
Yikes.
thought about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I sent him a text. I'm like, hey man, time ain't on my side. We supposed to leave at 6. He said, bring it down. He pulled a bike off the lift, dropped her forks, refilled them with new oil,
Hmm.
put the pistons back in there, put me back on the road. Now
Wow.
wait a minute, that shit wasn't free, but for peace of mind and to make sure my wife got there and back safe, you can't put a price on that.
No, no, you can't. No, you can't. And thank God he was willing to go ahead and take up the time. Even that he made the bread. Some guys ain't even care about making the bread. Some guys would have been like, "Hey, man, I can only get to you till next Tuesday." But when you
Yeah.
got connects and you got relationships out there like you do, of course, man, you can you can have guys that you beck and call to help you solve a lot of issues. And that's why I suggest, man, with your mechanics, try to use the same guy if you can, or
You
same mechanic shop as
took
you
the words
can.
out of my mouth.
And build those relationships, man. Build them. Be respectful to them. Be kind to them. Hey, man, every once in a while, bring them over a little bag of lunch or whatever, man, because they will go above and beyond on you. They will, man.
Man,
Relationships are, especially when it comes to this motorcycle thing, the guy who's working on your bike has your life in his hands. He
absolutely.
has your life. And
You
you
got
don't
to
want
trust
him
him
to
with
be
your life.
and you don't want him to be wrong. You don't want him not to care about you. You don't want to be an asshole to the guy who works on your bike.
Mm-mm.
It's it's just like
Mm-mm.
cussing your doctor out before she does surgery or he
Mm-mm.
does surgery. You don't want to do that, player. You don't
Mm-mm.
want to do yeah. Yeah. So hey, so what about on the tugging and pulling side? Should we be pulling on things, tugging on things, making sure things ain't loose? Whether we're talking about mount brackets for exhaust, and those type of things, or kickstands. Because I've seen kickstands actually fall off on a trip. You got headaches.
So here's the thing. I know some good techs. I work in 3 dealerships on a regular. I know some good techs. Once you find one, like you say, keep that relationship with them. On the 10,000 mile service, and say visually inspect. Some techs will look at it and say it look good to me. I seen this tech, shout out to a guy in Raging Bull. He took a 10 millimeter and a 3/4 and he touched every bolt and he tightened it
Mhm.
with his hand. And I looked at him. I said, what service is this? He said it's on all services. So when they say visually look and touch, if you got the right tool, put your tool on there, tighten it. Because you know these things vibrate.
Right.
Tighten it a little bit more than what it was if you can. You'd be surprised how many bolts back out. You got to do that from constantly washing your bike. Constantly washing your bike.
Oh, I'm not surprised by how many bolts back out. I'm not surprised at nothing. Anything from the screw on the seat will back
Yes,
right on out, pop right on that. I mean, anything those bikes, 'cause those bikes they're vibrating and they're vibrating violently. And in some cases for
absolutely.
hours and hours and hours at a time. Loctite only take you so far. You still got to
Hmm.
continue to check on those bikes, man. So I'm with you on that, man. It's the dumbest thing sometimes that happens when you're not paying attention to what's going on that bike, especially if you're riding through. Shout out to Memphis with y'all raggedy, raggedy roads. You go through Memphis. I'm just say
Wait a
this.
minute now. Big shot.
Yeah.
Is Memphis is bad, but is it worse than Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I think Memphis is worse than Oklahoma, bro.
went to
And
Black Wall Street? We seen each other at Black Wall
yeah,
Street.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
when was that when Wolf cracked his rim?
yeah, yeah. Wolf cracked his
Yeah.
rim in Oklahoma.
He cracked his rim in Tulsa. Yeah.
Yep.
But
So the thing about Tulsa, they don't have blacktop all over the road.
mhm.
They got 20 by 20 pieces of concrete.
Right.
And when that concrete crack,
Yeah,
it's gonna separate.
yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
there's some bad roads out there.
Yeah, it
And
used.
and and, and that goes back to we supposed to be doing maintenance,
Mhm.
but you gotta know where you're going. If you're not good riding at night under the covers of darkness, you wear glasses, you unfamiliar with the road. How about we get there before it get dark?
Facts,
If we
facts.
got some weak riders with us
Yeah, facts.
that's
Yeah,
straining to hold on
yeah,
to
yeah,
stay in formation,
yeah.
don't get them there at night when
I
they
highly,
tired
yeah, I highly
and
suggest.
can't see.
Yeah, I highly suggest if you're not crawling, be familiar with that highway because you don't know what you don't know. Man, familiar with the highways, especially at night, you kind of know where potholes are, you know where different things are. But man, when you ride in uncharted land at dark, as you're getting older like me, I just don't like to deal with that stuff, man, because it'd be the damnedest thing that runs right up on you. It's
What about Shreveport, Louisiana on Interstate 10? Going
Shreveport,
west.
Shreveport's raggedy, but it ain't Memphis raggedy. But ain't nothing. Maybe I don't know, maybe Detroit, maybe DC got some pretty raggedy stuff too. Let's see who else got really raggedy roads that man, Memphis is a whole different world, man. The biggest reason um I got the wheel and tire package is because Memphis, man. When you go to you like you don't know you don't know what the hell's gonna happen. And I'm just stressed out going through that city, man, until I get on the other side. Hey man, hey, I'm running for mayor of Memphis. And here's my campaign, man. I ain't gonna. I don't care about schools. I don't care about
You don't care about the
infrastructure.
water?
I don't care about the water. I don't even care if you got a job. Only thing I care about is fixing them raggedy
Fix the
roads.
road.
Once I done fix them roads, man, I'm done with the mayorhood, the mayorship. I'm finished. So Memphis,
Fix
y'all
the
vote for me,
road.
man. I'm just saying.
Mm, mm, mm,
Hey,
mm.
man. But anyway,
So you
anyway.
you touched on something. Warranty,
Okay.
tire and wheel. We got three different phases of that thing. Discount ESP.
Yes.
You know, low key and I, we advocate that. Discount ESP. That's if your factory warranty is over. Discount ESP. They got time wheel package and they even got a battery package.
Yes.
So the story of Becky, I made a mistake, and a wise man, no, this says a smart man learns off his mistake. A wise man learns from somebody else's mistake.
Is this the
I
story?
made the mistake. Say it
This
again.
this the state of story?
Yes,
Okay, gotcha. I'm with you.
I thought I had another year on my extended warranty from the
Mhm,
factory, the Harley Davidson factory. I had 2 years included with the bike, and they
mhm,
said we're gonna give you a 5 year warranty.
mhm.
And they told me that you're gonna get a 5 year warranty. So I'm thinking 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay,
Wrong. It ain't 5 plus 2. It's three more added to the two. They added on top of the two. So I made that mistake.
I peeped that. I peeped that one.
I said again.
I said I peeped that one. You taught me that one. You taught me that one a
Yep.
while ago. Yeah,
So
and I
if
thought it
you
was
got
seven.
the factory warranty and you pay for the extended, you're only paying for 3 years, but they packaging it as 5.
Mhm.
So you know, Harley, they in the business to make money.
True,
And I didn't read the contract. I was wrong.
true.
So I had the opportunity to get my bike motor rebuilt because I'm burning all kind of crazy oil.
Mhm,
I slept on it because I wanted to be greedy and get more miles.
mhm,
I was gonna wait to the end of bike season.
mhm.
Got down to Tampa for the jamboree.
I remember
Shout
that
out to Big
well.
Sale and the crew.
Yeah.
Stator went out. No problem. I'm at my boy's house. We charged the battery, rolled it back up there. I knew the stator was out. We already tested it. So they said, hey, the stator's out. I'm like, hey, no problem, fix it. I'm still on the factory warranty. When they slapped me in the head with that $1,200 bill on side the road, it could have easily been fixed for 600 back at the house.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know when. Oh, well, let me lie. Let me stop lying to you. I've seen the signs that stated going out. If it's hot outside, you pumping them amps,
Yes.
your voltage meter is not always on 14. Just like you watch that gas needle, you need to watch that voltage meter. If it's not constantly on 14, when you riding, you turn it off and start it back up, it only stays on 12.
Mm-hmm.
You about to kill yourself. You
Oh, so
about
it's
to break down.
so it's been a go. If it's
That
if it's dropping to 12 or drop or going between 12 and 14, just back and forth, it's getting ready to get
it's getting ready
going.
to go down. It's
Good
getting
news. Good
staters
news.
don't go out within the winter time.
To go out in the summer.
State staters go out in the summer because that heat is killing your battery,
Yeah.
and that stator overworking.
Yeah.
So this is
And
what I heard. If you change your battery every 2 years, you don't need a stator. That's what I heard.
or let me say this for all us parking lot pimpers who got the booming systems, if you don't
Woo.
man, them stereos, I love them, man, but they're state of killers. Them stereos
Yep.
are state of killers, man. And you got 8, 9, 10, 12 speakers on them. You got 4-channel amps. You got uh, 13 tweeters. You got all that stuff going on in those stators, man. I just don't think those stators were really built for that kind of foolishness.
They were not.
I, I don't even care if you have two batteries on your bike and one runs there. It's still got to go through that stator, man, and it's going to put a lot of wear and tear on that stator. It's going to put a lot of heat on it. Matter of fact, even when you on the highway, and I don't really get it, guys like to still play the music on the highway. I don't get that too much because unless you got a serious
Mm.
system on that bike, you won't hear it anyway. And if you got a serious system on the bike, you're just wearing the stator down.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think. I think
That that's
stereo.
that's traditionally when I'm on the road, the first two tanks of gas, that's 400 miles.
Hmm.
All I'm listening to is the motor.
Yeah.
Me, the bike, and the man above.
Hmm.
We just talking, we just listen, we being grateful, thankful, looking at the scenery, and I'm listening to that bike. Now the third, fourth tank of gas, I start getting a little sleepy, hungry. I start bumping a little bit.
Hmm.
But that music is in my helmet.
Yeah, me too. Only the helmet. Yeah, I don't bother. Soon as the music for me is for the gas station pull up and the gas station departure.
The
Once we
pull
get
up
on the on
game.
ramp, it's over. It's
Yep, the
over.
pull up game.
Yeah, the pull up
That's what it
game,
is.
or to the hotel, or pulling up to the picnic. Other than that, nothing there, nothing there. So let's take it this because we only got so much time left, and I ain't gonna kill too much of your time this morning. But let's talk about uh under the preventive maintenance ESP. We learned some things about ESP. We learned some things about discount ESP. But uh, how do you suggest a person go about reviewing your ESP before leaving to go yonder, understanding what needs to happen with it? Talk to us a little bit. How do we not get taken with the ESP?
Everybody's not in the same category.
Right.
I bless. I got a wife that got a couple of dollars. She pay all the bills.
Mm-hmm.
The best warranty, extended warranty hand down, is the Harley Davidson factory warranty. It comes with 2 years, no questions asked. You can add on to that factory warranty. If you blessed, you'll pay for that and don't finance that into the bike. So what we've done traditionally is we'll buy the bike, pay what we're gonna pay on that, And before that 2 years is up, under 40,000 miles, you can add the factory warranty. That's probably $2,000,
Yeah, so I was thinking about $2,200.
somewhere like
And
that.
okay.
So if I had it all over, matter of fact, the one I got now, I got till June next year, 24, before my factory runs out. Now I already got discount ESP, but I'm going to add the factory on top of that because I plan on doing some K Solo stuff next year.
Hey, let
So
me
I got to
ask
be double protected.
what with that being said, you said your ESP expires next year. Now C style, and I know you familiar with this one. Was it C style? Was it C style or was it Slim? Was it Slim
Slim.
Wayne? Slim Wayne. Okay, now he his ESP was expiring like a week or two before he left to go to Cali. And then he paid, he said, okay, because it wasn't going to expire until he came back from Cali. So he said, well, let me just go ahead and get it now and take care of it. So he went in and took care of it. And during that time frame at the underwriters, going from this desk to this desk, his bike actually had the rear wheel bearings that ended up
Yep.
tearing up all kind of foolishness, swings, messing up swing arms and all kind of stuff, brakes. It ended up going, and he caught the devil for a while
Hmm.
because one desk hadn't made it to the other desk, but he had paid for it. So with watching that happen, in my opinion, if you know your ESP is getting ready to expire and you get ready to renew it, you might want to renew it a little early before the trip
Right.
because it takes a little time for them to get everything together. Or if you can't do that, call to assure everything is concrete as humanly possible
Right.
because it'll stop you from having headaches. I mean, you're still gonna get the bike taken care of, but me and you both know it could be a day or two of headaches just trying to get that established. Because I remember Slim Wayne, he went through it. He went through it. I mean, I think they end up correct me if I'm wrong, end up reimbursing him a hotel room and a rental car and some other things. They finally got it together, but he ran up a bill. I think his bill was what, about 3 grand, maybe a little over 3 grand.
So here's the thing. In accordance with that, they got a cost called trip
Under
interruption.
trip interruption, yeah. I just
Why is my
lost you
wife
on
calling me?
there we go. I got you
My wife
now.
is in the bed. She want me to make her breakfast. She calling me now.
Okay. Tell her we almost done. We about to wrap it up. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Um,
Okay.
trip. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So trip interruption is part of the factory warranty. Take advantage of it like Carl did. Um, when you get that, when you pay for that, they will send you a card.
Hmm.
It's your what? It's your job to um make sure you got the on. Why is my wife calling me?
Did I lose you? I think we lost him there for a second. We'll see if we can try to get him
No, I'm
back.
here.
Okay, I got you. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
So is can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Look like you're trying to come back in. Let me see if I can add you to the stage. Okay. I don't have your pick.
Okay, I'm back on.
Let's see. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Let me pull you off the other ones real quick here. Uh,
Shout out to the wife.
okay, I got you. You
She
got
ain't
me?
paying bills.
I got you. You got me?
I can see you.
Okay,
All
bet.
right.
Okay. So yeah, we won't be too much long. We're gonna kill this because other people you got a life. So you were saying with
They're gonna send you a card.
okay.
The card's gonna have the number on it, but it
Mm-hmm.
won't have the date on it, the
Mm-hmm.
expiration date. Make sure you got the expiration date. You write that down there yourself. Make sure you're good to go.
For
That
sure.
that that'll curb you, and they can't say anything when you give them that card.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for it. This is when it expires.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, there's the number.
And I'm gonna say this too. I consider this as all part of the preventive maintenance package before getting ready to take a long distance trip. Man, if you hadn't looked at that ESP, you hadn't looked at your discount ESP, you hadn't looked at your wheel and tire package, you hadn't looked at your trip interruption paperwork. Go through, refamiliarize yourself with that stuff, man. If you don't take it with you on the road because you don't want it to get destroyed or whatever, take pictures of it so you
Hmm.
can have it, especially the ones that has numbers and code numbers and stuff like that on it, to know that stuff, man. Don't take for granted that the dealership, once you get there, the dealership is going to be able to go in the system and look for what they ain't doing all that, man. You're gonna have to do your own uh, due diligence and homework on that to make sure that you get taken care of smoothly. Is that fair? And don't let people start fixing stuff if you're not positive your warranties cover that stuff, because once they get to racking up that bill and they come back and says $3,800 and you thinking that it was supposed to be free, now you got a real problem.
That's a bad feeling.
Yep. That's a talking about feeling what is it say, feeling hopeless like a penny with a hole in it. That's you, bro. That's you. That's you.
That will mess up your whole
Yeah,
trip.
yeah, yeah. I've seen
It, it may even it may even end your trip.
it quickly. Can you say an emergency credit card? Like I said, I've seen and we'll start putting rounding in the home on this, but I think just based off the scenarios and the things that we've talked about, they preventive maintenance, a dollar preventive maintenance is gonna save you thousands of dollars of maintenance repair. It's going to mitigate situations. You're not going to be able to protect against everything because stuff does happen. But I guarantee you, the preventive maintenance, whether it's pre inspections, whether it's flushing fluids, whether it's uh, washing the bike just to be able to put your eye visually on things and being able to take that wrench and tighten down on bolts, it's going to save you thousands of dollars. I just guarantee you this. Tires. Just understand that the more homework you do before the ride, the less you're going to have to worry about doing the ride. Is that fair?
I agree.
All right.
And some things you can't avoid.
Yes.
I seen cat roll down the road, run over some metal, and bust the bottom of the oil cooler in the front of the bike. Game over. You can't avoid that. I seen Wolf. You and I both witnessed Wolf break a rim.
Hmm.
You can't avoid that.
Nope.
Some things you can't avoid. Uh, K Solo got hit by a deer.
Yikes. Ain't no warranty against that, bro. Ain't no warranty against that. You like, God damn it, man. Yeah.
If you ride hard enough, long enough, far enough, hard enough, that bike gonna break.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's
Something's
gonna
gonna happen.
happen.
Yeah. So be prepared, be ready. Uh if it breaks down, is it gonna hurt? It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt, but how bad it hurt, you have some say on how bad it's gonna hurt.
Here's another thing. I just got this from my man. Shout out to my little ugly brother, Warren Davis.
Mhm.
The hookup ain't always the hookup.
No, sir. No,
The
sir.
hookup
Ain't no,
ain't
sir.
always the
No,
hookup.
sir. No, sir. Not when it comes to this bike game, it ain't. No, sir.
Don't don't put a whole bunch of accessories on your bike right before you leave without riding around.
No, sir. S- and I'm gonna say, tour pack stuff. stereo stuff, and some lights, depends on what kind of lights you're putting on there. But all that extra foolishness, you better, yeah.
How about this? The first time I went to Canada with my wife, I left Fayetteville, went to Myrtle Beach, put some handlebars on. KST Customs. I didn't realize it. They make bikes. They make handlebars for street glides, road glides, whatever, whatever. The factory bars and clamps have knurling in them. KST have very minimal knurling. So if you know anything about it, that top clamp and the bottom clamp holds that bar together. On a factory bar, it has knurling that holds it tight. KST don't have that. I left here, went to Canada, rode through Detroit, another city with horrible roads, and every time I hit a bump, I noticed my mirror was out of alignment. Hit a bump, mirror out of alignment. Wasn't thinking about it. Hit a bump, mirror out of alignment. Come to find out, every time I hit a bump, it's pulling my bars back,
Yep.
pulling my bars back, pulling my bars
Yikes.
back.
Yikes.
When I got to the hotel, my bars came all the way down to the tank. God is good to me.
Yikes.
I called KST. And it's like, oh, that's easy. Just take this off, take that off, and tighten it back up. Ah,
I'm done, man. I'm so done.
I had to go to the dealership, pay an hour's worth of labor,
An hour of
take
labor for them to tighten the
150
bar
bucks
box.
to take it off, and they put a piece of rubber in there and try to tighten it back down. It lasted me all the way I got home. It started coming loose again, as tight as you can get it.
Yikes.
So what I ended up eventually doing was tapping two screws to the top of the clamp. So now my bars on Becky don't move forward or backwards. I can adjust them if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So that goes back to you can't nickel and dime the bar and shield. I
Yeah.
got two bars put on street glide and road glide simultaneously for 800 bucks. It was a great deal,
Yeah. I think so. For
but it cost me
$800.
money down the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Them bars, yeah. Matter of fact, I was sitting there, I could feel in my guts as you was just describing that story, man. Those bars are nothing to play with. I've heard some nightmares with bars sitting in people's lap, man. Because those bars go and you on the highway, brother. You on the wing and a prayer at that point. You,
Hmm.
you, you in trouble, man. You in the life raft going over the Niagara Falls. Yeah,
Hey, they look good.
yeah, they look good. So just for all my homies who got all these bars and get the hook up and get your boy, uh, under the shade tree, he gonna put your bars on for $300, man. I'm just saying, bruh. Go on, put either be a matter of fact. My first set of is I rock the 20-inch dominoes, the rollbacks. So I got pretty big bars. The first cat I had do it for me was a white brother out of Atlanta area, outside Atlanta, Scott with Cherokee Cycles. Awesome work. I know that guy's fire because that guy's putting everybody's bars on, and I don't hear nothing but good remarks from him. And matter of fact, with some of the breed guys and sale use him, recommend him. So I used him the first time. But I also like the newer bike. I just put some on. Harley put those on, but I let that be Harley's problem. I know if something
Hmm.
doesn't go right with it, Harley bought that, so I don't have to worry about it. And it was mixed in the initial when I got the bike and I put all the additions on it before I even brought the bike home. The bars was part of what they had to put in there. So it's documented. Everything is good to go. And because of that, when I bring the bike in for the 1,000, the 5K, and the 10K, they're going to inspect those bars as well as part of the package because that was your work. Just saying. You let Cleotis put them bars on, man. Hey, it don't go right. Cleotis just say, hey man, my bad. I didn't know. I thought I did a good job on your stuff.
So that's the advantage, the peace of mind
Hmm.
of paying that $125, that $150 an hour for labor.
For sure.
Because
For sure.
once they give you that receipt, they got to type that into the system.
Yep. They own it.
When they pull up the history of that maintenance record, they show what those bars were put on.
For sure. They own it. They own it after that point. So, hey man, so we gonna go ahead and cap this, man. So we just gave you guys a little bit. We gave you a little bit this morning to work with. Preventive maintenance versus maintenance. Hopefully, after this podcast, you'll agree with us, man. Uh, uh, a little bit of preventive maintenance will take you a long, long way towards peace of mind. So use it, take it, do with it as you may, and hopefully it'll serve you in the future as your ground pound and doing your thing. But hey, bro, before we let you go, man, let's talk about something. I'm gonna do this, man, and then I'm gonna let you tell me what you want to tell me, bro. So I'm gonna say this: the Ground Pounders reunion, Iron Elite event, February 2nd and 3rd, 2004, here in Jacksonville, Florida. Adamak Harley Davidson at the Bay Metals campus, man. This is our annual event. This is event number 8. This is event number 8,
Wow.
where we celebrate the Titan. And it's a place where we celebrate the greatness in motorcycling. This is an event that you come to not to party, but you do have a good time. It's celebratory. We have fun, we laugh, we music, and all that other cool stuff. But this is an event that we have where we celebrate each other. I don't care what your affiliation is. I don't care what your club is. I don't care what your region of the world is. We all come together in unity to talk about what we love the most, and that's motorcycling. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, motorcycling is the commonality that brings us together, that creates the unity. Unity creates the strength. So that's what we're gonna be doing February 2nd and 3rd, 2004, down here in Jacksonville, Florida, at the Iron Elite event. We're going to be celebrating our 2024 Titan Award recipients. Soldiers United has always rocked with you, boy, from the day one. When we first started this whole Iron Elite get down, man, they've always been there for me. The guys got more damn I-10 to the end patches than I do. Man, these guys are some motorcycle riders, started by the most hated. He started and he caused all kind of hate and discontent. So just say, I ain't gonna listen to Kodak mouth one more time. We gonna be riding Sarge, and we coming through and represent. And those boys have been doing that for us ever since. So I'm gonna say this, man. Shout out to the soldiers, man. Y'all always got a friend in your boy Sarge. I'm saying that. So, bro, with that being said, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Something going on, man? Something in there? Do I smell it?
Hey, it is indeed an honor and a privilege to be affiliated with the Soldiers United.
Yes, sir.
This year, Soldiers United is going to sponsor the Iron Elite Awards.
Watch out.
It's only fitting that the hardest riding club, the hardest riding MC in the history of Iron Elite, be the first club to sponsor the Iron Elite Award. We
That's what's
all we all get down at a certain level.
yeah.
We all get down at a certain level. And like Big Sal say, we got some all stars, we got some cheerleaders, and so forth and so on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we want to get together as a club to say that we believe in motorcycling. We believe in ground pounding so much that we don't just do this when we show up. We do this when we show up.
That's what's up.
We also we, we also do a little bit of that.
Yeah. Hey, that's what's cracking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But man,
So
hey, man, it's hey, first of all, let me give y'all a round of applause, man. Man, my soul is not, man. Hey, hey, take a bow, man. Salute to Soldier United, man, for supporting, for not just saying we got your back, Sarge, but showing. that we got your back, Sarge. And I appreciate that, bro. I could never do what I'm doing on this level without the love and the support from you and your organization the way that you do it. I don't remember one time I've ever called out and said, hey man, I'm having this, and so just didn't show up on my front door, man. So I appreciate that. And this is coming from a guy who loves motorcycle riding. I know your organization loves motorcycle riding. I love them. Some of my favorites, man. I don't want to name no names because I missed one name and then I'm messing up. But I'm telling you now, I don't know. I thought I had a favorite group. Can I say this? Can I start a fight? Can I start a fight real quick? Okay. No, it's more than that. Can I start a
We
fight real
got
quick?
we got 9 members of Soldiers United that did that thing.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this. Uh, Running Rebels was my favorite crew for a minute. But I don't know when I had the OG crew come through. What I have Slim Wayne and was it C
C
Style
Style.
came through? I don't
Yep.
know, man. I gotta give it up for the OGs, man. they might be they might be my favorite crew that came through, man. But all my guys, man, all my guys, Easy, you, who else that came that went solo dolo? Uh
We had Cato. He rolled
Kato,
through. Yep.
yeah. But man, you guys have all the soldiers have come through, man. They've represented extremely well. They did it to the most. They really shared quite a bit on their ride. They taught us how to do it the right way, man. So salute to your organization, man. You guys don't get the way that you get by not walking the walk, talking the talk, and loving on each other, man. So with that being said, man, hey, y'all heard it. More to come, man. Soldiers United MC are the official sponsors of the 2024 Titan Award. So we're going to have more to come. We're going to have some more stuff that we're going to be talking to in the future. So, hey, man, write it down, take a picture, tell a friend, man. That's what it is.
That's
Kodak,
what it is.
I appreciate you,
Hey,
brother. I love you, man.
hey, I will see you. I'm gonna see you before then,
Yes, sir.
but I'm coming with the crew.
Oh, boy.
February, the first weekend,
Hey,
first
man.
weekend in February.
Am I saying?
The official
Yeah.
start
Yes, sir.
of the motorcycle season.
Oh, the motorcycle
You know,
season.
some of us wait till March, April to
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Our motorcycle season start. It ends in December.
Yes, sir.
It start back up in February.
That's what's up. Hey man, hey for some of you guys that don't ride motorcycles anyway, ain't no season for y'all. We don't worry about it. But
Yep.
for us guys who ride these motorcycles, for us girls who ride these motorcycles, for people who like to get yonder, hey man, it's on the crack. In February, it's up. We're moving. We're riding motorcycles, and again, the Iron Leap podcast is where the motorcycle riders are going to come to talk about nothing but motorcycle riding. We're not talking about nothing else but motorcycle riding. So if you don't ride motorcycle, don't worry about it, man. We ain't got nothing for you. But if you ride motorcycles, man, tell a friend about the new podcast, but what we doing, man, and it's all good. Hey, Kodak, man, I'm gonna let you get on, man, and enjoy your day, bro. I'm gonna have to go work for the man, bro. I'm gonna have to go work for the man. Hey, but I appreciate your time, bro. Much love. Till the next time.
Hey, I,
Salute.
I see you soon, my friend.
Yes, sir. All right, my brother. Take care. Peace.
Take care.